How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. So, before the official release of every game coming up here in really about 24 hours or so, we've seen some snippets, we've seen a little tidbits, a couple of hints and teases of matchups and time frames, dates, however you say it here, of NFL matchups. One of those being the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Big rivalry. Arguably one of the biggest rivalries, if not the biggest rivalry in the NFL today between Mahomes, Burrow, these fan bases. I mean, I really felt like the Chiefs fans kind of forgot they played the Eagles in the Super Bowl, just following social media and everything. It was like they was really up on that Bengals win there, and you love that. You have a perennial Super Bowl contender going up against an up and coming stud team or rising team of the Bengals. And both fan bases engage in it. The rivalry is as heated as it can be this early on. And the NFL is looking at it and saying, yeah, that's gonna be a ratings win. That's gonna be a brand maker. We're gonna put this game on week 17. We're gonna put it at 425, New Year's Eve. Potentially, I would assume, we'll get more details. I would assume, even though it's New Year's Eve, chance to have the game flexed into Sunday Night Football if you want. Could be a situation where they say they feel better about having a 4 o'clock game on New Year's. I'm not no ratings expert on which one would be better, the New Year's Eve night game or 425 game. Nonetheless, it's going to be a good game. Lots of talk about, the Bengals Chiefs possibly playing on opening night. Lots of talk about them being earlier in the season. I kind of like the week 17 situation here because, both teams are going to be playing at their best late in the season, much like we've seen last season, the season before, why the games are so good. And B, I think as a Bengals fan, this is the NFL really showing some respect to the Bengals, and it's a different feeling as a Bengals fan. I kind of like it. It's kind of nice. Where the NFL is pretty much saying, we're looking at the Bengals and saying, hey, this is a perennial Super Bowl contender. And we got a lot of faith in this matchup potentially being for the number 1 seed. And we're going to put this game second last week of the season. Of course, typically we've seen in the past, the last week of the season, it's a divisional rival matchup or a divisional matchup in general. So the last week of the season outside of the division would be this week. And, of course, you don't want to put Bengals Chiefs week 18. Potentially one of the teams are both clinched and you have starters being benched. So you put them in a position where you think, hey, this could be the game of all games for the regular season for the number 1 seed, 425 in Arrowhead. And I love it. That, again, I think it's the NFL. We've seen it last year with all the primetime games. We're seeing it again this year. Getting behind the Bengals and saying, we believe in this team. They've proven they're a contender. Back-to-back AFC Championship game appearances, 1 Super Bowl appearance, and what is going to be what I think is the best 2 quarterbacks in the league for the next decade going up against each other. The Brady and Manning of our era, if you will. I think it'll be a fun game. Fun matchup, fun rivalry, and no better way to end the 2023 year than with some Bengals Chiefs action here. Love you guys' thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.